Welcome to SBGB TV. It's not about the setback, it's about the get back. Nah.
Yo, it's your boy Deezy. I appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all of y'all that be rocking with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. What's poppin'? Shout out to all y'all, man. Big facts. Yeah. All right, so we here, and we're gonna have open dialogue tonight. We're gonna talk about some things that's going on in the world, and the line is open. You can call in and let me know how you feel about it. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all, man. What's popping? How y'all feeling? Today for me was relaxing. I laid back. I went to Waffle House today too. I sat down, had me a waffle, some eggs with cheese, hash browns, and a sausage. It was a good breakfast. I got up a little late, right? But and y'all know it take me a little second to get started. But I got up, went and got me some Waffle House, and I tore it up. And when I came back, right, I laid down and took me a nap, So I feel like I got some rest in the day. Today was a day that I felt like I got some rest. Today, Monday, we back in the gym. We back in the gym now. Straight up. Today, Monday, I got to get in there. I got to hit that chest. I made a challenge to myself, right? To make sure that I go to the gym starting back this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I gotta get back in. I've been falling off on the gym. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm making it my business to go to the gym 3 times this week. And I'm going hard in the paint in there. We're gonna go chest today. We're gonna get in that chest strong. You know what I mean? Press them dumbbells. We're gonna hit the bench. And we're gonna do some cross cables. And we're gonna get in there and get swole. I'm back. Shout out to all y'all that be rocking with SBGB TV, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Run the table, JR Gets Bread, Jan Meeks. Shout out to all the members. Shay. I appreciate y'all, man. And everybody else that rock with the channel, I appreciate y'all too. And if you would like to become a member, it's only $3.99. Light work. And make sure y'all go check out that 607 on interview. Things went left. It went left in that interview. Yeah, it was crazy. But I want y'all to make sure y'all check it out. It's pinned at the top of the chat. And it's moving. It's moving. It's moving. So, we're gonna see how the interview goes the long way, but it's moving. We got a lot of comments on there. We getting likes. And controversial interview. You know what I mean? So shit went all the way left. But we putting that work in. We putting that work in, man. Consistently. And shout out to all y'all though, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Yeah. So we gonna see what we got here. We're gonna talk about some current events. Yeah, some shit that's going on out here in the world. Yeah, no. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to all y'all though. It's one of them nights though. I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rocking with y'all, and we gonna go in. You know what I'm saying? You said you should train at the boxing gym without even having to get in the ring. That takes time away, but it's way more beneficial. Hey man, I wish I had time, right, to hit the boxing gym. You know, doing this right here, man, it's a lot, that you gotta focus on mentally to uphold it and to do what you do. So man, I gotta go to the gym. I'm going to Planet Fitness. You know what I mean? I get in there. I got a punching bag in the basement. I got the gloves. So I'm gonna go down in the basement if I need to hit the bag. You know what I mean? Yeah. For sure. Man, shout out to y'all though. Hot shot. Yeah, if I gotta hit the bag, I'm gonna go in the basement and crush this joint. You know what I mean? But last time I hit the bag, I ain't had my glove on all the way wrapped. I hurt my wrist a little bit, but my shit back now. But I slipped, and I'm like, yo, hit the side of my wrist. I'm like, man, my shit back. And y'all know I bowl a lot, so that take a lot on my wrist. So I take my wrist up real strong when I bowl, so that shit don't hurt. You know what I mean? But yeah, if I need to go in the basement, I'm gonna go in the basement and get this motherfucker cracking. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm going to the gym tomorrow, and I'm getting on the treadmill for sure. I'm getting on the treadmill, most definitely. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do like 15 minutes on the treadmill, and we're gonna get a good workout in. But 3 times this week, definitely. Hard body. You know what I'm saying? Non-stop. I say I'll be in there like an hour and a half, getting it. Yeah. But I got to get back in there because I was in there strong. It's just been a couple weeks, that I've been slacking up. But I've been in there like going hard until the last couple weeks that I done slacked up. So I got to get back. You know what I mean? It's calling me. You know what I mean? It's calling me. I got to be ready in case one of these young bulls try me. You know what I mean? In case they try me, think, oh man, I'm going to get this old head. And it's going to be like a surprise. You know what I'm saying? I'm already strong now. I know I go in there, you know what I'm saying, and rep 225. You know what I mean? I go in there and rep 225. Straight up. Yeah, 10 times. Getting it. You know what I mean? So I know I'm already still strong and ready, but I need to get back in there. Consistent. So if I gotta get on a nigga's ass, I'm ready. You know what I mean? And my cardio. I got to get my cardio right too now. Niggas don't be wanting to fuck with that cardio when they go to the gym. Motherfucker get in the gym, and when they come to that cardio, nigga be ready to be like, I'm out of there. So I'm gonna get in there, get on the treadmill. You know what I mean? So I can get some good exercise in. Bring me back though. You know what I mean? For sure. Do y'all be exercising? Because some people be like, man, I ain't with that shit. You know what I mean? I ain't with it. I think the older you get, though, you need it. For sure. You know what I mean? Because your body don't break down the salt and the sugar the same way. So I really think like it's important to do it. You can feel like you sluggish when you work out. You got like a different type of energy. I'm ready to like when I work out, I can feel it. You know, I'm going up the steps, skipping steps. I'm up these joints, skipping them. Yeah, when I ain't working out, I'm like, trying to get up these motherfuckers. Yeah. But make sure you put that back in your shit too. You know what I mean? Put that back in the flow. Going to the gym. Damn right. Yeah. You know, all we got is our health. All that other shit don't mean nothing. You know, when I start feeling funny and shit, I start eating different shit. Like, hold up. Now, I ain't eating this. I ain't eating that. Hold up. Yeah, I need some fruit. You know, some vegetables. And I'm on it. I change up my shit quick. For sure. Let me see here. Cartel buskets, drugs, guns, suspect, gang members off the street. They ain't playing no games. New York. Let me see here. They ain't playing no games. New York drug bust uncovers enough fentanyl to kill the entire country. Hey, these niggas, they tweaking. Yeah. Man who killed his wife in Miami Gardens busted in where he busted at? Yeah, man, hold up. Let's see what it say here. Smash that like button though. Hit that subscribe button. He motherfucker crazy. Yeah. Got a membership and still don't go. And you pay every month, huh, Shay? Ain't that something? You got the Planet Fitness. Every month you don't even go, huh? That be the shit though. Paying for this membership and don't go. Man, you got to put that shit back in effect. You know what I mean? I got a couple weeks I've been slacking back, but I'm back. Yeah, you got to get back in there. I got a couple weeks now. You know, I'm back on this shit. I told myself today, I'm getting back in there. I'm going. Yeah, I ain't letting nothing distract me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting nothing. That's the first thing I'm doing. Get up, get myself together. I'm going directly to the gym. Yeah, I ain't doing shit else. Get my shit together. My morning duties, going straight to the gym. And I'm going in there, I'm going hard. I ain't letting nothing distract me. I don't care who called me, what it is. I gotta go to the damn gym. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Need that. You know? I feel like, you know, when you do hit that gym, your day is like a lot better energy-wise. You know, it's hard getting there and being consistent on going there, but I really feel like your day be better. You know, you got a better day. Like, man, you're energized, you ready to do shit. You know, so I'm trying to keep that shit, keep it going. Yeah, and I got a couple things I got to get done any damn way. Just being real. I got a couple things that I got to get done, you know, that I'm working on. I got this packet that I got to put together this week that I got to get out there. You know what I'm saying? It's an important packet. So, you know, hopefully, you know, everything go the way I wanted to go. I got all the documents that I needed to get the packet complete. So, yeah, everything I needed. I got all my shit. I got all my shit. So I'm feeling good about that. You know what I'm saying? I needed to get some letters and shit I had to get. Got them. So, yeah. I'm out the way, man. You know how good that shit feel to, be out the way. Yeah. Nigga feel regular. Like on some real shit, I feel like regular. Yeah. But you gotta still always stay focused because anything, can happen. You know what I mean? Send you backwards, put you in a crazy situation. So staying focused is definitely major. You know what I mean? So I'm on a mission to make sure I'm focused. My mind clear, ain't no distractions. Yeah. And I'm working on some things with myself too, because we always can grow to be a better person. Definitely can always grow to be a better person. So I'm working on some shit for me too. Yeah. I think sometimes we be putting shit, to the side. For real. Gotta stay sharp physically and mentally. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. Damn right. Got to. That shit important, man. I'm on point right now. I'm on point, man. Yeah. Planning. I always be thinking though. I ain't gonna lie. I always be thinking like a motherfucker. Straight up. I always be thinking. I be trying to be, versatile on here. At the same time, making sure I switch up a little bit, but at the same time, stay in the same direction, but making sure that I'm active. You know what I mean? So, yeah, real active. And I see it's working. We on the way to 23,000 subscribers. So that shit feel good. The second channel on the way to 1,800 subscribers. That shit feel good. Yeah, that shit feel good. Yeah, and the last interview we did with 6070, we got 242 subscribers. So we're gonna see what this one do. Yeah, 242 subscribers off that joint. You said Jim Jones dropped the album same day Max B got out. Yeah, I gotta go check it out. I gotta check it out. What's the name of it? RM? Yeah. That's good though, the brother Max B got out. But it's gonna be back to life. You know what I mean? Shit be lifing out here. For real. Life be lifing for real. Yeah, so he gonna see. I know he happy to be out of the Bing, but life be lifing out here. For real. Gotta find that stable zone. Yeah. Cause I know he gonna get back chasing, trying to pick up where he left off at. But you gotta get back to the stable zone. It's hard as hell to get to that stable zone in life. So many things be coming your way. That shit be hard as hell. Damn right it be hard. For real. Let me see. He said can't remember the album name. It's 9 songs on there. Did you listen to it? Yeah. Because I don't think, you know, I listened to anything like with Jim Jones albums in a long time. Yeah. And it just I'd rather go listen to the old music. Being real, old music, I put the old music on quick. Just I don't know. I think people be trying to adapt to the new shit. Bring the old shit back. Talk that shit on the record. You know, talk that shit on the record. Yeah, that's what nigga want to hear. Talk that shit on the record. Let me see, 15-year-old. Let me see. Let me see here. I make $60K a month smuggling bud to California. God damn. Motherfucker said he makes $60K a month. Max B better not fall for the freeze. Get on the ground. Tricks from Wacky. Oh yeah, he better not. Yeah. You know Wack gonna try to do what he can do. That nigga always trying some goofy shit. So, yeah, he better be on point. I don't know how niggas get caught up at this point with Wack. Shit. Not at this point. That shit been going on too damn long. Every nigga that deal with the nigga losing the game. Every nigga. He said, I play my old school every day on Pandora at work. Okay, Shay. You know, I ain't listened to Pandora in a minute. I remember I used to listen to Pandora too. Do you pay for that app? Wack already saying he got paperwork on Max B. ARM. That nigga talking about paperwork, I don't believe nothing he say. Straight up, man, I don't believe shit Wack say about no damn paperwork. Until we see the paperwork with T Grizzly, I don't see that. I don't believe nothing he say. Okay, it's free. Yeah. I just use YouTube, but I got the premium on there. So, but I ain't used Pandora in a minute. I remember using that shit, but I ain't used Pandora in a minute. It been a minute. You just reminded me about it. For real. I forgot about Pandora. Yeah. You got commercials on there? On the free one? I might gotta go back and check it out. I did remember I used to have that on rotation of Pandora. You put the artist in there, and it's gonna spin that shit for you. Yeah, I gotta check that joint out. For real. Yeah. Pandora come in handy during smashing sessions. Hey, Mike, he said, you turn the Pandora on, you ain't got the little speaker with you, though. Hey, you gotta have that little speaker. You know, get your little $40, $50 speaker. You know, Bluetooth, connect that joint. Turn it on. Mellow. Yeah. Straight up. Turn that joint on mellow. Let me see. Now they do the artist mix. So they do the artist mix now? Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out. Jim Jones at the church steps. Okay, yeah, I gotta check this one out at the church steps. This nigga named the album At the Church Steps. He snapped, didn't he? At the church steps. Crazy. At the damn church steps. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out. Yeah, I just seen it, RM. I'm gonna have to check it out. Even though you sent me the link, I ain't gotta go look for it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out. See what it is. And you said so that play the artist song and mix it up with the songs they like. Okay. Maybe Jim about to do a Mace. Oh, you think he gonna do one of them? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. Hey, man, I don't think he gonna do that. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. He hit a Mace on him. Let me see here. That would be crazy. Jim with a Mace on him. And yeah. He said, where RM? I don't see him in the chat. He might be on the other channel. Yeah. Yeah, he might be on the other channel. Yeah. Yeah, he on the other channel. You know. Yeah, we building both of these joints. You know, we definitely building both of them. You know, worldwide that's 17, 15, on the way to 1,800. Damn right. Shit. And listen, we gonna grind this joint. Hey, brother Rome was popping. Man, we back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rome, we here. Hey, listen, you know we gonna put that work in. You know we putting that work in. Facts. Yeah. You know one thing they can't do, outwork us. You know they can't outwork us, man. At all. That work ethic, crazy. Yeah. He said, all right, I'm going to hit on the other one to get the numbers up. See you on a few ticks. Yeah, we listen. And we putting that work in. Putting that work in. I see it. Most definitely, brother Rome. Trying to get this thing crackulating. You know, putting the hard body work in. You know. Yeah. I see what it's doing. I definitely see what it's doing. But you know, I gotta get back making my clips, you know, reacting to shit. So I put that in the rotation. I got the StreamYard shit. I've been, you know, learning shit on there. So I'm gonna figure that out. I'm trying to see though, you know, being real, if I want to do 3 clips in the day in the live at night, or if I want to do a live in the day, drop 2 clips in a live at night. You know what I mean? So we can keep this thing rolling. Hot shot. It's popping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we going up. You know, we definitely going up. ARM, the interview rolling too. I ain't even gonna lie, that joint rolling. Yeah, I hope it roll on up. You know, let the people share it. You know, let them talk about it. But it's rolling though. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. I gotta get with big homie CC. So we can do one with big homie CC. I'm probably gonna try to get with him this week and see if we can get an interview with him. Holler at him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, crack on some other people. You know, I want to crack on King Yella. Get him on here, get the interview. you know, because he was going to do it a couple weeks ago. So he might be still with it. You know, we're going to put that in the mix for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely, RM. You know that. Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. You know, when I did that, when I did the interview I just did with 607, King Yellow was there. Yeah. Yeah, he was there. And he wanted to do an interview then. Like he asked me that I want to do the interview then. But messing with 607 on, I was out of energy. Straight up. I was out of energy. Yeah. Lady JJ. He said, I would do different content on each channel, not the same. Yeah. Lady JJ, we gonna definitely, you know, get to that. You know, right now, we building it, right? So to get the, you know, the rotation of it going, I just go live on both of them. But whenever I do like videos, I don't put the same videos on both channels. If I do a clip, like if I take the lives and I start clipping the lives, I'll put a couple clips on that channel and a couple clips on this channel, right? So I have it where as though, you know, it's different parts of the lives on both channels if I'm clipping the shit. So yeah, most definitely. But right now, you know, we just getting active. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to make sure that we got action. But most definitely. You know I be over here thinking. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be thinking. Yeah. For sure. Okay, hot shot. You said King Yella is a cloud chasing fool, but he was smart to move out of Chicago. Okay. But I do know he ain't got no problem with giving his opinion on WAP. And oh yeah, we gonna drop the loose cannon call this week. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna drop it on Thursday. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sitting there thinking about that. I might drop that on Thursday. The loose cannon call. You know, the whole call with loose cannon. You know, when he was talking about the no jumper situation. So I'm gonna probably drop that this Thursday. I'm sitting there thinking about that. Yeah. Straight up. He says, Shay, he said, okay. I've already subscribed. I just have to remember to support both channels. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate you. Most definitely. You know, I appreciate everybody that supports both channels, either channel. You know, I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Y'all know Deezy definitely show up. You know, y'all know I show up. Rain, sleet, snow, or hell. Sick or in good health, I'm here. You know, my allergies ain't been going off lately like they was doing at one point. At one point, my allergies kept going the hell off. You know, it was that time of the year. So that's a good thing. Because I was coming on here, allergies going crazy and all. Shit. Consistent. You know what I mean? Hey, Simogen. What's poppin'? We growing. What's up? Yeah. We back and popping. You know, we here. You know. Ain't playing no games, man. Feel good though. You know, feel good. You know what I'm saying? Energy there. And yeah. But we are gonna talk about some things that's going on in the world in a second. You know, some things that are going on in the world. Yeah. And if y'all come across something, right? You know, original content though. Try to, find the original content. If y'all come across something that y'all think that I should react to, you can DM me on Instagram, or send it to my email, sbgbtv@gmail. But original content though. You can send it to me, man. Straight up. You said, Deezy, did you ever find out if Wacky was behind the fake paperwork? I'm not sure, I'm not sure, man. It's hard to find out that, because you know what I mean? I don't know what they got going on, or if they cool or if they not cool, but I know they know the paperwork was fake, though it wasn't me. So, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is foo-fafi, man. So, yeah. I try to, like, certain things, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to get back on my old shit. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I ain't even addressing, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, certain things, I'm like, yeah. I gotta let nigga talk, man. Yeah. He said you just watched the 607 on interview earlier. Shit was entertaining. That's what I'm saying. It went left, right? So the shit might really go up on some real shit. It might go up like crazy. Yeah, we gonna see. Shit. That motherfucker might go up. That's what I need. I needed to do something crazy. Real rap. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna sit back and see. I was supposed to drop that joint the other week. The other week I was supposed to drop that shit. I had it for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? But I told everybody I was gonna drop it. Yeah. But we got it out though. That's the good thing. We got it out. It's out there now. I hit the hype button on the 607 on interview. Hey, yeah, appreciate that, RM. Yeah, appreciate that. Anybody else that watched that 607 on interview, hit the hype button. Yeah, hit the hype button. Hype that joint up. So we can try to see how hype we can get it. Yeah. But it's getting action though. I ain't even gonna lie. That joint getting some action. So, yeah, might go to sleep, wake up. That motherfucker be, you know what I mean? 5 digits. You know what I mean? Shit. Unc definitely a weirdo. You know what I mean? We definitely know that. Yeah. He said, yes, I hit 2 all the time. Appreciate that. He said, I seen a few creators saying hype button working for them. Well, that's what we need then. That's what we need. We need that hype button to get cracking for us. Damn right. Shit. being consistent with it too. That's what we need. That hype butt cracking. Yeah. But the channel definitely steady growing. I can't lie about that. You know I'll be having my little techniques I'll be doing here and there. That live that we did last night, that was a good live. You know what I'm saying? That shit got like 9,400 views, and we got 30 subscribers. So last night live was good. Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got 9,400 views and 30 subscribers. That shit was good. Yeah. So we just gonna keep it, you know what I mean, active. I think that's a major part with YouTube. I know a lot of people be worried about, what people, are thinking about their channel and the views. I really think that being active is major. You know what I mean? The views gonna come. Finding your niche or whatever that you do. But I think being active is major. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. If you only get a couple views. Shit, I remember doing the YouTube, real shit, and it was 3 people watching. Me and my 3 phones. Straight up. Yeah, sit there and do a whole live. Yeah, and it's only me and the 3 phones watching. So, I look at it now, you know what I mean? Sometimes I got more people watching than others. If I do this shit 3, 4, 5 years, I know what it's going to do. Some people don't understand that, this is the type of, pressure you got to put behind it to get where you're trying to get. And then I see some YouTubers that be going hard in the paint and they be having a lot of people in the live, but you hear them on there talking about they've been doing it for 10 years. They've been doing it for a while. 5 years. Shit. Y'all know being consistent on this shit, Deezy only got 10 months, 11 months going on right here. Shit. January 1st is going to be a year that we locked in on YouTube. Now, we was making videos before January 1st, but January 1st was when I dedicated. Matter of fact, it was the 31st, so we can say it like that. It was January 31st. I mean, December 31st that the lives started doing different stuff. But January 1st is when we locked in, and I made the dedication to say, I'm on here. No cap. You feel me? Straight up. 6070 thinks his cup is working for him and not consistency. Hey, RM. And you hear what I told him. I said, nigga, it's the consistency, nigga. What are you talking about? My cup. Man, listen here. And I guarantee you some people believe that shit. Some people believe that shit. That the nigga literally, it's the cup. Man, nigga, don't be consistent and hold that damn cup and watch what happens. Nigga, shit. It's like that with a lot of things when people be trying to put the directive saying that it was this that did it. Man, listen, if you don't put no effort, ain't shit gonna happen. You know what I mean? Just being real. Yeah. I don't know what people, you know what I mean, be thinking. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna keep this thing cracking. You know what I mean? We gonna keep it cracking. You know? But one thing I can say about that interview, right? It was real and authentic. It wasn't no play in that motherfucker. Not at all. It wasn't no plays being ran. Straight up. At all. You know? Yeah, we definitely gonna keep being active. Active is major. Yeah. And listen, I can see this shit. Man, 4-5 years of doing this shit. You know, people locking in. Okay, man, Deezy, he real with it. 4-5 years of this shit. We got 10 months into this shit, man. 10 months. Yeah. And in this year, we got 20,000 subscribers. Shit. Man, we got 20,000 subscribers in this year. That's good paper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we working. That's putting that work in. 20,000. Yeah, we was at the low end of, I think we was probably like 3,000. Yeah. We ready to hit 23,000. And before the year is out, we gonna hit 23,000 subscribers. So this year, 20,000 subscribers, shit. I'm putting that work in. Damn right. Because when we came in the game, when Wack first called, niggas gonna say, why he calling your channel? You only got 3,000 subscribers. I ain't gonna forget that. You know, the haters was hating. Why he calling your channel? You only got 3,000 subscribers. All right. You gotta ask that nigga that. I don't know why the nigga did that. Hot shot. You said that cup does have powers. It will send your ass to jail no matter what's in it. You said that cup got powers. Man, I told Oak, man, that cup ain't shit, man. Yeah. That cup ain't doing it, nigga. It's the motherfucking consistency. Yeah. Oak be holding this motherfucker like this motherfucker here glow. You know? He hold this motherfucker like it glow. He should make something up, you know, on an intro that the cup start glowing like a lightning, a glow come out the joint when he turn it, when he go on his show. Yeah, with this cup. Oh, straight up. Yeah. That nigga should do that. That should have had people thinking that yeah, this cup really did that. Like, damn, it'd have had people looking at that cup thinking that cup something for real. Yo, you see the cup lit up? Niggas will probably be thinking that shit real. Yeah. Motherfucking cup ain't shit, man. Yeah, man. You know, some of that shit, I don't be going for that shit, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't be going for it. You said the straw is a mic. That's what it is. The straw is a mic. Okay. I ain't really pay attention to that. You know, I see the nigga got the cup everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He act like this cup doing something crazy. Yeah, this cup will, you know, make magic. I'm like, man, you get out of here. Yeah. And then, you know, people act like you know, the cup or whatever, the shit right there is what got 4 extra. to go play with the firework, blow his damn hand off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for real though, I don't think the Cup did it. 4 extras, he was too wild. That's one thing about life. When you get too wild, you always run into a problem. Yeah. You start doing too much, your energy be like, I can't be touched. Can't nobody do nothing to me. Roadblock. Every time. Straight up. He trying to scare niggas with that witchcraft BS. Hey, I think some niggas might get scared. I think you gotta believe in that shit. Yeah. That's just me. I think maybe if the people believe in it, it'll mess with them mentally. But I don't believe in the shit. Some people might be like, yo, it's real, it's real. Man, I don't believe in a lot of that shit, man. Yeah. I think my brain too strong for that shit. You know what I mean? I know what's right and what's wrong and where not to go and what not to do and who not to be around. A lot of our situations come from dealing with people. You're dealing with people, your brain don't let you think right because you're dealing with all this shit around you. When you by yourself, you get to process shit a little more. So I see it like that. He said 607 Oak, not the poem. Hey, you said if he said a 33rd Mason one more time without proof, I was gonna fall out. Yeah, Oak saying this shit that he a Mason and all that shit. Yeah, he just be saying shit about certain shit. All right, you a Mason? All right, what that got to do? Shit. Yeah. I ain't intertwined with none of that BS. What you doing, bro? Yeah, I ain't got nothing against it, but man, I'm just regular. I'm just regular, man. I ain't all that extra shit. I'm just regular. Yeah, man, straight up. He said, facts. I don't take you out. It'll slow you down. Facts. If it don't take you out, it'll slow you down. For sure. For sure, man. Facts. If you don't apply it, it don't fly. Yeah, man, shit. I'm just locked in. You know what I mean? That shit that they be talking about with that extra shit, the witchcraft and wishing shit on people and all that shit, man. And I don't really feeling that energy. I ain't, all right, that's what you say. Yeah, I know if I do wrong or something, I'm gonna get those results. I know if I'm not aware and I ain't paying attention, I'm gonna get some different results. Yeah. But when you out here, your brain cloudy, you out here indulging in, activities that they say stimulate the mind and they getting on and that shit different. That shit hit different. You run into those problems when you on shit. You like, God damn. Why this happened? Why that happened? I'm just being honest. In my life now, I have the less things that, happen to me. Like, for real. Because I don't do much. I'm not in the middle of a lot of shit. I'm here doing what I'm doing right now. I'm on here content. Yeah. I gotta start my bowling channel though. So I'm probably gonna start that in the next week or two. That's what I gotta start. My bowling channel. I really gotta start that. And I gotta set a reminder to myself to start my damn bowling channel. Yeah. For real, for real. Straight up. He said, when he said he lay in bed with you fully clothed, I cried laughing. The nigga, you hear the shit he say? Oh man, I'll smack the shit out of you, boy. You hear me? Smack fire out your ass. Where you talking to, boy? Yeah. You know. But you know, when they get in them positions and shit, you know, feel like they doing something, everybody get a little extra, you know, because they feel like, oh, they got a little position in the game or whatever they doing. But you know, hey man, when you get like that, you run into the right person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yeah, you run into the right person, man. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to all y'all though that rock with SBGB TV, man. You know I appreciate y'all. No cap. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. Everybody that subscribe to the channel. You know. And everybody that watches the channel. We growing. Growing for sure. That's just like my beard. Y'all see my beard growing in. My shit growing in. Y'all see it. I'm letting it grow. I'm letting it grow again. You know, I be changing up, you know, but I'm letting it grow. Yeah, I ain't doing no chopping it. You know what I'm saying? Might clean the outside up a little bit, but I ain't doing no cutting. Let my shit grow. Yeah, my Sunni back. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Good day though. Good day, man. I'm gonna get a good workout in the day. I'm gonna take me some vitamins today. Yeah, a good workout. Get me some vitamins in. Yeah, might go wash the car. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, might go wash the car. Get me some vitamins in. Work out. And eat me a salad. Yeah, eat me a salad. Yeah, I'm gonna eat me a salad tomorrow. I mean later on. You know, I'm gonna eat me a nice salad. Yeah. Need that. So I gotta start putting that back in rotation. You know, have them salads. Yeah. Oh, and some garlic too. I make sure I eat some garlic this week. Some garlic and some ginger this week. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Garlic and ginger. Need that, man. Trying to keep a nigga body right. You know? Trying to keep a nigga body right, man. Word. For sure. Yeah. He said, let the crazy dude don't go crazy. The best interviewers never get offended. Go look at Howard, Charlemagne, Larry King, Barbara Walters. They always got the content and always kept it together. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I had to say something though to Uncle on this one. Yeah, I had to. I had to, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had to say something to this nigga on this one, though. Yeah, he needed it. Straight up. And, being honest, that might, make that shit go up. You hear me? Shit. It might make that joint go up. For real. That's what we need. That's what we need. If you ain't see it, it's pinned at the top of the chat. That shit might make that joint go up. For real. That's what we need. Yeah. Yes, he was, RM. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And that's a fact. He was definitely giving cocky vibes until I checked it. Yeah. He was real cocky until hey, hold on, nigga. Nigga, I smack this shit out of you, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Boy. You hear me? I was letting him go for a while. I was trying to let him go. He was saying slick shit. I'm letting him go. And I'm like, man, hold up, nigga. You done got out of pocket a few times now. And I'm letting you go. But you're trying to just keep going. You let him go, you get him the inch, the motherfucker went the mile. Like, I'm letting him go. All right, okay. Trying to let it go. But the nigga kept, you know what I'm saying? He kept going back. Like, man. Yeah. Hey, man, you need that. I ain't gonna lie, right? When I had the car dealership, I would, talk to the people, and the ladies, they the ones buying the cars. They always bring the broke boyfriend. He's the examiner, right? And I would be patient and calm until niggas start saying too much. Hey, man, straight up. Nigga might say a little bit. I look over it. All right. Nigga might say a little more. I look over it. All right. Then I'm just going to say something. Yeah. And it's always like that with me, right? When I say something, oh, man, what you mean? Nigga, hold up. You've been out of line for a minute now, man. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, pushing buttons like a little kid. Yeah, you say you did what you supposed to do, Deezy. You for sure let him know what it is for real. Yeah. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to let the nigga, go, but I'm like, man, hold up. Shit just popped me after a while. Like, shit, hold up, bro. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. Hold up. And smack the shit out of you, boy. You got the right one, though. Yeah. I be done gave you what you want. Yeah. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I know the nigga little frail motherfucker. I know the nigga little frail motherfucker. Yeah. But if I got to give you what you want, I'm gonna give you what you want. You gonna respect something, nigga. You gonna respect something. Yeah. Yeah, see, he used to talking shit, when he, like, I guess, not in front of the person. You know what I mean? But when he in front of the person, that shit calmed down quick, I guess. But when he on the other side of the computer or something, and then I guess You know, see these niggas on YouTube, and I gotta be real, right? They're not used to someone coming to the YouTube space established before YouTube. They looking at everybody that come to YouTube struggling. You know what I mean? I see that. The whack 100s and these niggas 6070, they looking at the people to be like they was before they came to YouTube. They trying to figure it out. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I was established before I got on YouTube. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, I've literally bought this fucking house 12 years ago. Like, fuck is going on? We different. You know what I'm saying? 12 years ago, right? I bought this motherfucker. So we're different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing from nobody with them weird ass niggas, but nigga, I just came to YouTube. I've been living this motherfucker for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Straight up. So it's a difference between us. You know, these niggas is, you know, getting on YouTube and they get a rhythm and they feel like, oh man, I'm the biggest thing that ever happened. And I'm like, nigga, shit. Give me some time on this shit and watch. I know what I'm gonna do. You feel me? Yeah. He did say that, RM, right? But he said that the nigga be playing. I guess the nigga keeps scheduling like he about to come back, but he don't show up. So I guess the nigga playing. Oh, crazy ass is a character. He's Rick James from the Chappelle skit. He forgot what he said 5 minutes ago. Yeah. He definitely a character. You know, definitely. Definitely a character. Facts. But I'm like, yo, y'all talking shit to, you know, y'all talking shit to people, right? And y'all just, you know, got established. Straight up. I can bet my bottom dollar that before Wack got with Ray J in the industry, you know, before Onk got on YouTube, them niggas ain't live like me. Hell no. I can bet that shit. You know, straight up. I can bet it. You know. But these niggas be finding their way and, you know, they want to look down on people. And you can't look down on a nigga that's already established. So that shit that y'all used to doing to other people on the internet, you know, you gotta be mindful. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be mindful. You can't, how the fuck you gonna look down because you think you got a position on a made nigga? Niggas, you crazy. I don't understand. Whack 2. Yeah. That nigga be trying to look down on people thinking that, oh, don't nobody know you. Nigga, I can guarantee you the whole world gonna know me eventually. I can guarantee you that. I can bet anything that the whole world gonna know me eventually. Straight up. It's so many people now that say Deezy from watching me on YouTube, right? That probably ain't never been in the chat, but they'll say Deezy over here. You know, they'll be at somebody else's chat. Yeah, Deezy over there, but they ain't never been over here in the chat and rock with us, but they saying Deezy. So that lets you know how we spreading. And the way I go in on Wack, man, shit. That shit, That shit done stamped the internet. That shit right there done stamped it. Straight up, nigga know that, hey, man, that nigga gonna go hard. Yeah, that nigga gonna go hard. You know? So, I know what it is. You know? Shit. You know? But I don't even care, you know, what them niggas be talking about. I ain't even gonna lie. I do not care. Because I know damn well what it is. You know, make sure you hit that like button too. If you haven't smashed that like button, man, hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button too. You know, I appreciate y'all. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the live. Shout out to all y'all, man. Big facts. Yeah. I'ma show him though. You know, that nigga from Missouri, but he don't understand. I'ma show them niggas though. All of them. All of them. Yeah. And the thing is, right? I'ma do it my way. Straight up. I'ma do it my way. Yeah. You feel me? He said, just because you give a nigga a couple hours, niggas think you need him. You said it right. It's just business. Definitely what I told him. Nigga, it's just business, nigga. Yeah. And I meant for real what I said. Nigga, if it wasn't about me doing this business, trying to start doing interviews with people, nigga, I wouldn't want to talk to you. I know you niggas is frauds. I know this shit. I know all of these niggas is frauds. Straight up. Them niggas is all characters. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for me trying to start doing interviews with people, right? Nigga, I wouldn't talk to you. And in real life, nigga, I wouldn't talk to you. You know, if I seen you in real life, nigga, I'm gonna keep rolling. Like, nigga, I ain't, yo, what's up? For what? Nigga, shit. I'm gonna do some business. But I'm like, I ain't looking for no damn friend. Straight up. He said, SBGB TV family don't need 607. We would definitely use you, nigga. Facts. He said, Wack ain't Ray J's manager. Wine trial guy is. Okay. All these niggas is new money, Deezy. They just getting their feet wet. Yeah. You can tell though. You can tell how these motherfuckers be acting. You definitely can tell that. How they be acting and shit. Like, nigga, hold up, nigga. Yeah. Man, I've been playing with shit for a long time. You know, I've been playing with shit for a long time. You know, I'm glad that a nigga had the courage to come do this shit. I'm just being real. Straight up. I'm really glad that I had the courage to come do the shit. Yeah. That's just being real. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Yeah. I'm glad that I had the courage though to come do this shit. On some real shit. You know, I had the courage to come do this shit. Yeah. And make sure y'all answer that joint in the poll, man. Make sure y'all answer the poll, man. Would you trade money over happiness? Yeah. Make sure y'all answer that in the chat, man. Would you trade the money over happiness? You know what I'm saying? Yo, man. Hey, man, give me the money. I don't care about being happy. You know? Yeah, but I think if you do say you would trade money for the happiness, I think, respectfully, you just ain't never had no money. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing against you, you know what I'm saying? But you just ain't had no money. When you have some money and you see that the shit really be having you miserable, with the responsibility level. Yeah, when you got the paper and shit, your responsibility level, it be crazy because you always taking on new things. You always trying to buy something to do something. So it's gonna make you like frustrated at times. You know what I mean? So me personally, I want happiness. I want peace. Yeah. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? RM said, I'm going to take happy pool with money for sure. Yeah. Damn right. It's like being happy is like a feeling like no other. But damn, when you got that paper and all you do is deal with frustration, because understanding when you got some money, right? Everybody want to deal with you for that reason. That sole purpose. And some people can say, oh no, it ain't like that. Yes, it is. Because a lot of people are struggling. So they look at you like, I got to keep my relationship with this person so I can have an outlet. This is why Wack tries to keep the relationship with people like QCP or Act Like It, Birdman, Adam, Academics, because he know they got the paper. They got the money. So, yeah, of course he gonna try to be their friends. Because he might, man, I might need these niggas. Shit gets sticky. I might need them. Yeah. Being happy is medicine cure for anything. Being happy is definitely important. That shit, being happy is important for real. No cap. And make sure y'all smash that like button if you hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Yeah. It's like now, at this point, I enjoy moments a lot different, And I'm going to be real, right? I got to be honest here, right? When I was dealing, with paper like that and it's coming and then it's going and it's coming and it's going, I was always frustrated at people and things around me. Straight up, I ain't even gonna lie. Because your responsibility level be so high, anything that anybody do around you irritates you. Straight up. And this is a fact. When you got so much responsibility and you doing so much and, everybody's depending on you and you got to perform and you trying to make sure you at a high level, everything frustrates you. This why the people that have so much money, they so disrespectful to everybody. Because everything's frustrating them. They got so much responsibility and everything else is frustrating them. You ask them a question about something, they frustrated. The dialogue you can see is frustrated. You don't understand. They might even be telling you something, right? That you don't understand and you trying to get it and figure it out. They frustrated at you because you don't understand. Real shit. Money is just a tool. It doesn't make you happy. That's for sure. Money management and staying grounds and with your peoples and enjoying the simple things. Gotta enjoy the simple things, man. Yeah, you got to. You know, some people be losing they self. Lose they self, man. You know, and there's some people that, you know, lose they self when they had some paper and then they might not got no paper. It's like they be still trying to chase that high that they had when they was having the money, but they can't catch it again because you could take a fall and that fall be rough. You know, you could take a fall now and that fall be rough. And it'd be hard for you to recover. You know, that's why I say it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Yeah, you know, because I've been up and down so many times. Like, I've been up and down so many times. You hear me? Like, up and down. Man, I done bought the beat back from $150. You hear me? I done brought the beat back from $150 straight up that I borrowed. You hear me? $150 that I borrowed. I done brought it back. So, you know, I done been up and down so many times. You know, I know what it feel like to be there, and I know what it feel like to be down. You know, yeah. And some people don't understand, you know, those situations in life until they experience them. You know, yeah. And you gotta know how to go in grind mode when it's time to go in grind mode. You know, some people don't understand that. Nigga, you got to know when to buckle down and go in the grind mode. It's a certain time. You know, all right, yo, this is time. You know, I gotta eliminate everything, all the people, and it's time to dial in. I gotta do this. You know, cut the habits off. And that's major. Everybody can't do that. You hear me? That right there is something that hold so many people back. Not being able to cut the habit. You got to know how to cut your habits, man. I don't care what it is. All right, I got to take a break on this. I ain't doing this. I'm going to put this to the back. Yeah, I can come back to that later. You know, some people can't even stop smoking bud. Like, they can't even like, yo, all right, man, I'm going to take a 6-month break. Then I'll come back, right? And I'll smoke again. Some people can't do that shit. You got to know how to take that 6-month break sometime. Let your whole system detox. Let it clear out. You know? Some people like, man, I can't do it. Nigga, you got to do it. That shit ain't going nowhere. Let your body clear out. Then come back. It's going to be there the same way it was before, right? And when you are addicted to things, right? When you come back after you take that break, you pick up where you left off at. Yeah, every time. You know what I'm saying? So if you was a binge smoker, you're going to be right back binge smoking. You know what I mean? So it's good to take a break, man. And that shit, you know, your skin clear up. When you take a break from smoking and then drinking and shit, your skin brighten all the way up. All the way. And you can tell. When you smoking this shit, man, your skin be darker. That shit make your skin darker. You know what I mean? You just putting that shit in your body. Take that break, you can everything clear up. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yeah. Habits is definitely crazy. Yeah. Letting yourself detox, air out. You know, that's when you got like self-control though. You know what I mean? And some people don't got it, but work on it. If you don't got it, work on it. Tell yourself, you got to give yourself those challenges. Man, I'm going to stop doing this. No matter how much the temptation is, say, all right, I ain't going to do it. You know, you can be real tempted to do the shit. Man, I want to do this. Man, I ain't doing it. I'm going to show the willpower. You know, this how you say, I'm the one that got the control. I got control of this shit. Not whatever this is. You can't let everything control you. No, I got the control. I ain't going to do this right now. I don't care what it is. I'm taking a week off. You know what I mean? I'm taking a week off. Fuck that. Then I get back to it. You know, but having that power is major. You know, I really feel like that. You know, I be doing that shit to myself all the time with shit. You know, word. Yeah, like I ain't had no ice cream, you know, in a couple weeks. I'm like, man, I'm eating ice cream too damn much. Let me take a break. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit I do. Like, nah. Then I get on the binge where I'm eating ice cream every day. But right now, like, man, I ain't getting no ice cream. I'm on a break from ice cream. Yeah, man, that shit ain't going nowhere. I get back to it. You know, I can always go get some ice cream again. But right now, I ain't no ice cream. None. Yeah. You know, and this is like a self-challenge. You know, showing myself that I got control. Yeah, I run this shit. You know, not the shit that they put here and they put the shit in there that make you addicted to it, because everything they making is something in that shit that make you want to go get it again. Man, I gotta go get it again. I gotta get it again. Yeah, so I gotta show myself I can do certain things and take a break. And I ain't doing shit. I don't care what it is. Nah. I don't want it. I'll do it later. So, you know, I feel that's important too. And smash that like button, man. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Shout out to all y'all though. For sure. Yeah. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. And make sure y'all check out the 607 interview. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Yeah, try and get that thing to go on up. You know. Yeah, try and get that thing to go on. Hope we can go past, you know, the last interview. You know what I'm saying? I think that last interview did like 43,000 views, 43,000 views, and we got like 200 something subscribers on that shit. So I'm hoping that it go past that. I hope it got enough controversy and shit in there to go past that. Yeah, boxes coming in daily. He said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I gotta stop drinking and smoking too. I don't like hearing people say that shit, but it's true. Yeah. Damn right. Yeah. You know, you gotta just go cold turkey too. You gotta go cold turkey. You know, don't try to wean yourself off. If you try to wean yourself off, you're gonna be just still doing the same thing. You know, you gotta say, today is the day. You know what I mean? Whatever day it is, I ain't picking your day for you, but whatever your day is, you just gotta say, man, this is the day. I ain't doing it. I don't care how I feel about it. Nothing. Man, after a couple days, it's gonna be like normal. Then it might be a week or two, and you start thinking, man, I could do this. Nah, I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't trying nothing. I don't want nothing. You know, I'm on a path to stay locked into this, what I chose to do. And if you do the shit right, you gonna see you gonna feel better like a motherfucker. Straight up. Yeah. I used to think I gotta smoke and drink, you know, to have sex. I'm like, man, I gotta smoke and drink to, you know, man, shit. I think I can go long without it. Real shit. You know, damn right. But I used to think like, man, I gotta be lit to go in. But nah, hell no. That shit had a nigga, you know, if they want to smoke or drink, let them smoke or drink. That don't mean I gotta do the shit. Straight up. Rome said, just go to jail. And you can wing it off for sure. LOL. Hell no. Hell no, brother Rome. Man, you gotta do that shit on the street, man. Come on, man. We gotta do that shit on the street. We gotta start making it that you can do these things on the street. You ain't gotta go to jail to do it. You know, you can wake up one day and say, man, I'ma do it. We can't keep having somebody else had the control to stop us. You know, that shit gotta come from within. You know, discipline. I think self-discipline, you know, you gotta train yourself, but it's important. You know, self-discipline. You know what your body feel like when it's going through shit. You know when you keep chasing something. Everybody know that shit. You know if you gotta chase, man, it's Friday, I gotta have a drink. You know, because some people might say, man, I only drink on the weekends. And every weekend they drinking. And they getting obliterated. Like, nah, man. Tell yourself, man, I'm taking the challenge. I ain't doing shit. Yeah. You know, because I done quit smoking and, you know, drinking before. I done it. You know, I'm just at the point now that I'm always delivering. You know, I done aired out a few times. You know, now I just look at it like, man, they putting something in that shit. So that right there, you know, is making sure that I stay on point because I know they putting shit in this shit. You know what I mean? You can see motherfuckers' thoughts is crazy and they doing crazy shit and everybody drinking and smoking and they doing something to this shit. Yeah. This shit ain't weed. Yeah. Word. Man, niggas used to be, you know, they say I'm on the weekend, they getting lit. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that do that shit. On every weekend, they going all the way in. You know? Yeah. I've never been, you know, like a strong drinker. When I did drink, you know, I might get a little lit, but I never been the type to like, because this shit is nasty. You know what I'm saying? That shit is nasty as hell. You know, that shit nasty as hell. You know, and then you know, your stomach be all fucked up. I'm like, God damn. You wake up in the morning, your stomach fucked up, and yeah, I ain't like all that shit. You know, but you might have a good time drinking. But when you wake up in the morning, you like, God damn it. Straight up. Yeah. You said, nah, some taste fire though. Hell no, Rome. Hell no. And that shit don't taste fire. What you saying takes fire? Let me hear this, bro. I want to hear from you on this one. You know, that shit be nasty. Yeah, get you some H2O. You know, drink some water. That water good for you. Yeah. Let me hear you what you say there. Cause I'm like, man, nah, negative. Negative. Make sure y'all smash that like button. If you ain't hit that like button, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Shout out to all y'all. You know, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Yeah. But you gotta air out sometime, man. It's important, man. Air the fuck out. Yeah, air all the way out. Let me see here. Yeah, man. That dialogue. We gotta have good dialogue sometime, man. You know what I'm saying? FBI crackdown. Yeah. 16-year-old among 3 shot in the Bronx. Let me see here. It's the FBI. Surround the cartel. 24-hour air drug possession. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see here. 133 gang members arrested. Let me see here. All these questions. Hit that subscribe button too, man. Hit that like button. You know, I appreciate y'all, man. For sure. Yeah. We growing. Chicken shit, so nobody cares. I will care about Dirk in 5 years. Yeah. Everybody don't understand that shit. You know. That's one thing people don't be like really understanding, right? And this some real shit. This some real shit now. We got short attention spans. Straight up. Human beings have short attention span. So when these people be like in the light, right? And they be really like popping that shit in the light, I be like, bull, yeah. You don't know. You take a hiccup and fall, something happen. Out of sight, out of mind. Man, don't nobody care about you. Straight up. Don't nobody care about you. Out of sight, out of mind. Don't nobody care about you at all. For sure. Yeah. Out of sight, out of mind. Don't nobody care about you now. Yeah. And Dirk, he been going for a year now. You know. Yeah, shit get crazy, man. Out of sight, out of mind. They don't care. Hit that like button too, man. Hit that subscribe button. You know, says some of that good red Merlot wine is fire with a plate of steak, rice, and green beans, huh? Okay. Said you want your wine with the steak? Okay, brother, bro. Let's see what chicken shit Charlie say here.
It's been 1 year since Dirk has been arrested for
It's been longer than that. That nigga been there longer than that.
Nah, it's been a year to the day, 365
Oh, it
days.
seemed like 3 years. Who I know the nigga.
Yeah,
Oh, no wonder
murder-
he talking a la talking. When he get out, he go be he go lead right with purpose.
Murder
All
for
them
hire.
niggas- Oh boy, that's what. Listen, This is why I say jail is the best thing for these niggas. I ain't never heard Dirk sound so peaceful and sincere. Boy say Allah. He say Allah, Alhamdulillah after every word. You see why I recommend prison? If they can just gather up every last one of the motherfuckers coming out the NBA concert when they buy them tickets after the end of the show and march their ass up on them goddamn FEMA buses and take them to a FEMA camp and let them disappear for about I say 4 years and they'll be Alhamdulillah on every goddamn thing. So now, homie, he's sincere though. But what ended up happening, every nigga sincere from jail. Every nigga mean what they say from jail. When a nigga call home and say, bitch, I'm gonna kick your mother down like that. He mean that in his heart. In his heart, when he say, you who? You got all bitch, he mean it in his heart. But by the time they let him out, he don't. But you know what? Because he said that mean, hateful thing in his heart at that moment, and he meant it, God honors that. So he gotta suffer for that. Same when you do good. You say, oh Lord, I'm gonna go to Jumu'ah service, or I'm gonna stop sneaking and eating their pies with the pork sauce in it. You know, there's some food the Muslims can't eat because they got pork something in it. They got whatever kind they can't supposed to eat it. All kind of cakes and snacks, but them niggas still pop open a Snicker. And I think that Snicker got some pork derivative products in it. But that's neither here nor there. Let me stay on top. So when them niggas in jail and they say, oh Allah, look like I'm out of here. If you can just save me, I'm finna start now. I'm gonna pray 5 times a day. I'm gonna make sure I put my forehead all the way on the carpet this time. Cause a lot of niggas get lazy and don't wanna put their forehead all the way down. I watched them. That ain't proper prayer. So that's why they block their blessings. So God know when you come to him in jail, this is why I recommend it. You're the most sincere, you're the most you have the most humility, and you mean in your heart that you'll never do this again because these conditions have caused that. And God know you mean it. But God also know 2 years from now when I let your ass out of here, you back to the same shit, Dirk. So we can't save you this time, boy. We got to send your ass on up that road. Them white folk want it. They talking death penalty, but that's just to scare you. But you getting 20, 30 years. What's that boy name? What's his real name? What's Dirk's real name? The Voice. Say The Voice.
Yeah, The Voice.
The Voice. Yeah. Motherfucker gonna forget about you in 2037. And that's just right around the corner. 2037, motherfucker won't even think about Dirk. Just think about, they barely mentioning Charlie Kirk now. And they were talking about putting him on a nickel, taking the nickel, voting president. They were talking about taking Abe off the nickel and making Charlie Kirk face the same way as the other president. So imagine, so they already quit talking about him. So imagine what they're gonna do to Dirk. And King Von, I'm sorry, they don't even talk about him no more. FBG Duck. Matter of fact, the old Blockians, y'all had a run. Now look at you motherfuckers. Y'all had just just stuffed out of every goddamn body when old Block was on top. When Dirk and them and King Von them was the...
Hey man, out of sight, out of mind. That's a real saying right there. Facts. You know, everybody love you when you in position. Everybody riding with you. Everybody on your squad. But when it get real, man, out of sight, out of mind, ain't nobody paying you no attention, you know. But if you resurface, oh, they love you again.
The nigga, and everybody was rest in peace, King Von. You better not say about nothing, King Von. And Dirk was nigga, boy, they was boy, they laughed like a motherfucker when Quando Rondo jumped up out that limo crying by their cousin. Oh man, boy, they laughed like a motherfucker. Boy, when Quando Rondo dropped his flag and went to talking, man, I'm going crazy, man. I can't sleep at night. I'm dreaming about people dying. They laugh like a mother. Ooh, they laughed. And they were telling me, we gonna get you to come to O Block. I don't even hear a nigga tell me to come. I don't even get invited to O Block no more. I used to get invited to O Block 20 times a day. I used to get calls from O Block. Men and BD, GD niggas. I'm talking about, nigga, I thought we was in a relationship the way the niggas used to bother me. It ain't even been 2 years. Them niggas fizzled and faded away. And look at their fan base. They call this fair weather friends, ladies and gentlemen. That's what fans are. That's why I say, man, fuck the fans. I don't give a damn about no fans. I barely won't support them. I don't care what you are. You'll watch me regardless. It's a thin line between love and hate. I just need you to get to this line. Your feelings of how you feel about it don't mean nothing to me. So I might say something today you like, say something tomorrow you don't like, and say something, yeah, that's why I say, oh man, he's hypocritical. I ain't playing for you. I'm playing for you to come to the line. So I ain't no telling what I might say, but it'll be prolific. It'll make some sense.
Since our last interview, Pooh Shiesty has been released. He's actually quiet as kept. I mean, people know.
I mean, everybody can take my advice. I tell all of you when you come home from jail, I told Big Meech, I told all the homies, don't say nothing. Don't run to the internet to talk. The internet, most niggas like Honeycomb Brazy, they think the internet got rewards for them when they get out. They think these people been missing him. Cause he getting 3,000 likes, 4,000 shares. Nigga, when you were gone, they didn't give your name wasn't mama. They didn't play a song. I think I played one of them, that first song, when you had that jersey on. What's that song? Venom and everything, and everything. Did that song up?
I think it's called Freestyle.
Yeah, his first song.
Yeah.
I played that a couple times while you were gone. But listen, everybody was on Finesse 2-time dick. Brazy, leave Finesse alone. You can't come trying to kick a nigga down, cause nigga, everybody done quit on him and turned on him. They did you the same way in jail. So don't act like the tables turned. Look at the O Block. I'm the only nigga tables ain't turned on yet. Cause I ain't got no entertainment talent outside of comedy. The people told me what my talent was. These showed up with a talent. My talent is really God-given. I didn't know I had it. These niggas really think they can rap. They really think they can dance. They really think, I didn't know I was funny. The people said you funny. You stupid ass, you talking about I'm funny. I wouldn't dare get on stage and try to make a bunch of broke, poor motherfuckers laugh that barely graduated. I used to say shit like that. Now look at me on stage making a bunch of broke, poor motherfuckers laugh, barely with a high school education, wasn't breastfed, and I use all that as jokes. The people told me to go do that. The people said, you need to get into the movie. So I don't know what these do in jail. Brazy would call it home from jail, and this is why I like him. He don't take nothing serious, except when he first go to jail. When he first go to jail, them mugshot pictures tell the story in his eyes. That's why I try to smile on mine. You ain't gonna catch me with no sad story in my eyes on them. I think they caught me one time. I was really sad because I had that no bond for the first time. And I had to stay over the weekend. I felt like a life sentence. So go get that mug shot when he first went to jail. Look at them eyes. When that motherfucker come to a halt and they got to go through that process again. It be damn near 9 months to a year before they pop back up online before we see them again. They don't run to them phones them first 30 days, nigga, in that motherfucker hole. That motherfucker jailhouse calling people and everybody saying, no, I ain't got it. Everybody saying, no, I ain't got it. And he fucking with Finesse about getting in and out. Just what the old nigga told me, Brazy. Cause I hate to see you try to put a snitch jacket on Finesse. All the niggas in the Fed say he thoroughbred. My nigga Patrick Weatherall, 33 years, big dog down there in Beaumont, bloody Beaumont. All them niggas say the nigga paperwork solid. You ain't got no nigga hollering nothing, but you can't come shit on the man's name, my nigga, for whatever reason. But
you know, that's the new thing. Oh, this nigga snitching, and you know, after all this time, you know, that's the new thing. You could be around doing your thing for a while. All right, let me go ahead and smut his name. You know, don't got nothing on the Joker. Don't got nothing that shows you the person is telling nothing that they doing. But this is the way with these jokers, man. They want to, you know, think that, oh, all right, I'm going to say this nigga telling. When you can see the nigga done did his time and ain't nobody say he told on him.
You crying too by Jay Prince and him in that jailhouse. Don't try to post nothing today hollering about shout out to nigga. We know one thing, Jay Prince don't take care of nobody but the Prince family. If he gave you something to move your mama and your dad out, they should have done that to grandmama, big dog. Man, don't come out and do finesse like that. Finesse been the best thing we done had. Done kept it solid as a nigga can come. But like I said, like the old nigga told me, get you some money, because you're gonna need a lawyer and a bail bond. You can buy them state charges. What's up, Rollo? Let me call you right back. I'm doing a Say Cheese TV interview. All right, yeah, nigga, you can buy them state charges. Finesse keep catching a bunch of dope fiend charges. The possession with the, come on, I'm in the rural town. Yeah, they want that jewelry. You don't see that sheriff in Florida wearing them niggas jewelry every time he make a big arrest? Shit, that motherfucker sheriff coming in, every time he get him a nigga piece of chain, he come dangling. And he want to call, that's their way to call you a nigga without saying that. It's like the old days when they catch you running through their town and he done ran from Massa Larry's plantation. If Mr. Larry don't come get this, they finna skin this. Cause they know they gonna run again. We ain't got time to watch him. So they used to cut a nigga's back off and make a leather jacket. It's a white man right now with a leather jacket made out of a nigga's skin. It's a white man with some earls in a pickle jar like pig feet with a earl. They got a skull somewhere that they passed down from family tradition. So they can't cut a nigga's head off. You saw the movie Django, and he said, look at this. In the back of his head, he got this piece of his brain that white people don't have. This would make him forgiving and compassionate. That's a true motherfucking story. We ain't made like white people.
So wait. Let's go back.
Yo, man. Charleston White do be talking shit a lot, but at the same time, you know, sometimes he be making sense. Yeah, he be talking shit, but then he'll get to making some damn sense now. You know, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Yeah. So he do be making some sense, man. I can't lie. For sure. Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah.
As they were importing.
Yeah.
A big bust on Long Island. And
let me see. They said they got a big bust on Long Island.
A big bust on Long Island. Investigators say 6 men were running enough fentanyl to kill everyone who lives in Suffolk County. Jennifer McLogan reports on the huge narcotics takedown.
There are hundreds of parents right here on Long Island who are suffering heartbreak like I am.
Carol Trottier of Oldfield lost her son Alex to accidental fentanyl poisoning. Since his tragic death, 2018, she's been on a mission.
These people, I don't even call them drug dealers anymore. They're death dealers. It's frightening to think, right, of that kind of mass amount of drugs.
Trottier responding to the large-scale narcotics bust announced Friday that could have had chilling consequences.
The takedown was significant, not just because this operation spanned from the Bronx to Suffolk County, but because law enforcement recovered enough fentanyl to kill the entire 1.5 million population of Suffolk County.
Federal, state, and local law enforcement arrested 6 alleged drug traffickers from West Islip, Bayshore, Wyandanch, Lindenhurst, and the Bronx. A pipeline, they said, that runs from Mexican cartels to the east end of Long Island. Fentanyl, synthetic opioids, heroin, cocaine. They also confiscated cash, guns, ammunition, and pill pressing machines.
This is the 21st century drug trade, where counterfeit pills can be sold over social media, paid for with cash apps, and delivered straight to your doorstep.
Thousands have died on Long Island since the opioid crisis began, yet last year there was a drop in fatal overdoses.
Declines can be traced to increased prevention and education programs, Narcan, and collaborative efforts between social services and law enforcement.
Which is great, but again, that's not any reason for complacency.
We're not out of the woods yet. We can't afford taking our foot off the gas.
On Long Island, Jennifer McLogan.
Man, that Fetty Wap knocking shit down. Woo. Yeah, that Fetty Wap ain't no joke. Yeah, I don't Yeah. They came over here with that shit there. That shit knocking shit down. Yeah. Let me see. Woman in prison for stealing rent money in multiple Las Vegas apartments faces new allegations. Let's see what this lady here what they talking about with her. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Tenants at a housing complex on the historic West Side say they are facing eviction even after they claim they paid their rent.
8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy, following the money, found an unexpected twist in the story.
But this is ridiculous.
Fran Sims says it's time to leave her apartment at the David J. Hogard family community.
I'm just to the point that I just can't stand this place anymore.
She points to money withdrawn from her account without her permission. Even an eviction notice a couple of years ago she had to sort out in court.
I was crying, I prayed, everything. Now where am I going to get some money from?
Yeah, God got us.
The 76-year-old says enough is enough.
I've been worried to death all the time.
Other tenants say they recently received eviction notices while they also insist they paid rent.
My God, what is this? And and then when I really looked at it and seen the $7,000, I said, by now, 7 months, I haven't paid rent. Seemed like they would have evicted me long time ago.
Did you ever miss a rent payment within the past 7 months?
No.
There's also a common thread here.
Do you think your cash was pocketed?
I think so.
Fran showed us this notice from property management. It has come to our attention some of you allegedly paid your rent via Cash App to Sherry Mejia. She's a former office employee. And, quote, I implore you to file charges against her as you still owe rent.
But that puts the responsibility on the tenant.
Yes.
I mean, they hired her.
Some tenants tell us at times they did pay with money orders, sometimes cash, and Sherry Mejia did not always provide a receipt.
I said, well, where's the receipt? Oh, I got it. As soon as the copy machine get together, we're going to get you. And it never happened.
We tried to get her side of the story and discovered she's in prison. In August, she began serving time for theft and forgery. Prosecutors say she pocketed rent money at other apartments. We also wanted to speak with the property owners and managers. Monday, a locked office. Tuesday, we couldn't find a rep either. We learned retired football pro Frank Hawkins is affiliated with the property. When we didn't receive a response to our email or phone call, we showed up at his office. Dora LeGrand invited us in.
I can put you in the conference room.
Oh, okay.
She's the asset manager for Global Property Management Group, and she says she oversees a total of 16 properties, including this one.
All right, what's going on?
So on August 13th, we found out, we got a message that the manager was allegedly in a car accident. That was not true. She's actually in jail. And so I went over to the property and began doing some research. And in my research, I found out that several people haven't paid rent for a while. She had been taking rent from them via Zelle. She was having them give her cash. They all signed leases that they initially saying that our company only accepts debit and credit cards.
She says Sherry Mejia was hired in late 2023. Her criminal case for stealing from other properties didn't move forward until 2024. Dora claims she didn't learn she was in prison until Monday.
Was anyone aware she had an active criminal case?
Not to my knowledge.
How come if there was missing money, it wasn't caught sooner?
Well, I can't answer that question because I'm not in accounting.
How many tenants have received eviction notices recently because of this?
Maybe 10.
Do you stand by the evictions of the tenants who may have fallen victim to her theft?
I stand by the evictions of the tenants who were paying $200 for a $1,299 unit, that were paying $400 for an $1,145 unit, that were trading food stamps for rent, that were doing her hair for rent and bartering for rent. Yes, I do.
She's your employee.
She was our employee, Vanessa, but we had no way of knowing that she was doing this.
Some tenants tell us they have proof they paid rent in some form or another, while Dora LeGrand says she has proof of some personal payments to Sherry Mejia. We've learned Metro Police have been contacted to investigate. This is while Sherry Mejia filed a court document stating she shouldn't be in prison. Her lawyer shouldn't have entered a guilty plea on her behalf, and she's a good person who stayed out of trouble. Vanessa Murphy.
Yo, hold up. Yo, now that right there is on the apartment, people. Ain't no way that the tenants should be held accountable because your apartment manager was stealing. And they really are serious about putting the people out. Man, y'all hired somebody that was a thief. Y'all put somebody in responsible position that was a thief, and y'all taking it out on other people. Nah, I feel like they gotta eat that, Yeah, in my eyes, they gotta eat that one. Y'all could have hired
Miami Gardens police have announced.
Y'all could have hired somebody that was, responsible and wasn't a thief. You see here, man wanted for killing his wife in Miami Gardens, busted in San Diego 13 years later. This nigga was on the run for 13 of them things. Yeah, he was on the run for 13 of these things. Wow. Hit that like button, that subscribe button.
Announced a break in a cold case.
A man found in Southern California now in custody accused of shooting and killing his wife back in 2012. Local 10's Hannah Yeshivi is live in Miami Gardens with those details. Hannah.
Christy Eric, more than 13 years ago, a man from right here in Miami Gardens shot and killed his wife at a public gathering, and more than a decade later, he has recently just now been found in San Diego, California. Take a look at your screen right now. This is him in handcuffs. This is 41-year-old Ramon O'Neill Clayton. Back in September of 2012, Clayton attended a gathering with his wife, Stephanie Eulette Clayton. This is a picture of Stephanie. She was 35 years old at the time when she got killed. The Miami Gardens police chief says she and her husband started fighting about something. It turned physical, he pushed her to the ground, and O'Neill Clayton shot and killed her. Here's another picture that we have of her. Several witnesses who were at this gathering identified him as the shooter who killed Eulette Clayton. Now back to O'Neill Clayton. After the murder, he fled the scene in a car, and a warrant was issued for second-degree murder. For years, detectives and U.S. Marshals worked to track him down, but they were not successful. Then, just last month, on October 24th, detectives with the San Diego County Sheriff's Office got a tip that O'Neill Clayton was living in San Diego doing handyman jobs and using a fake Jamaican ID to stay undercover. Coming up, you'll hear from Eulette Clayton's sister, who spoke to us in tears. But first, Miami Gardens Executive Officer Emmanuel Gianti explains how they caught him.
On Monday, October 27, 2025, Mr. Clayton was taken into custody in his residence by the San Diego County Sheriff's Office with the support from the FBI and the United States Marshal Service, along with our lead detectives from our homicide unit.
It's not easy. It's like all over again, all over. She was always the life of everything, the life of the family. She walk in a place, you can't help but love her because she's always lively. No matter what she's going through, you can't even tell because she always have a pleasant face.
Now, the police chief here is asking anyone with additional information about this homicide case to please pick up your phone, call the Miami Gardens Police Department, or if you want to remain anonymous, you can also call the Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers line. That phone number for you to call is 305-471-TIPS. We're live in Miami Gardens. Hannah Yeshivi, local.
This nigga was on the run This nigga was on the run for 13 of them things. 13 years. And they caught up to him. Yeah. That shit caught up to him. 13 years that nigga ran. Living in fear every day. And somebody dropped a dime on it. Yeah. Somebody dropped a dime on it. I know he's sick right now. You know, did what he did. His wife though. It's his wife. God damn. Yeah, man. If I get you that mad, shit. You gotta be crazy. And see here, woman accused of shooting. Woman accused of shooting Memphis pastor and his wife. Oh, she snapped out.
Defense calls Latasha Daniels.
Snapped the hell out.
I'm taking away my children, but
Have you seen that?
Yeah, she snapped the hell out. Let me see. She snapped the hell out. She accused of shooting the pastor and the wife. Hold up. Yeah, she snapped the hell out. Memphis. Let's see what they say here. Let's see what they say here. What she was on?
Please let me know if you need anything, okay? I want to talk to you about, first, your childhood. Your childhood, okay?
okay.
Can you tell me about your parents?
My parents, my father was retired military and a minister, and my mom, she was my mother.
Was your biological father the man that you called dad?
No, I was raised by my stepfather, and so I called him father, and my biological father I called Papa.
Now, your the dad that you lived with, right? What did he do for a living?
Once he retired from the military, he was, from my knowledge, he worked at MM Combs, and he retired from there. And then he began to work for the Salvation Army, where he ran the community community center where the youth would go.
So she done snapped out. She done snapped out. And shit went left. Let me see, hold up. She accused of shooting a Memphis pastor and his wife. Testified on her own behalf. Man, I gotta check that out and see what the hell. Cause damn. How you gonna justify that? For real. How you gonna justify that? Let me see. And they found her guilty. Let me see. And they
deeper relationship really began. Second-degree murder.
Reserved January the 12th.
And they found her guilty.
However, you do not have to talk to anyone about the case.
Hold on. And they found her guilty. Hold on.
Each of the verdict forms.
Do I need to start from state of Tennessee versus? Okay.
that your verdict?
Yes.
Is that your verdict?
Yes.
I'll start on this end. Is that your verdict?
Yes.
Is that your verdict?
Count 3 of indictment number 25-0. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty in count 3 of indictment number 25-01253.
Would you like the jury poll?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll start on this end. Is that your verdict?
Yes.
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 Is that your verdict? Is that your verdict?
Yes.
Is that your verdict?
Yes.
Is that your verdict?
Yes.
Is that your... Now that you have concluded your service on this case, I thank you for your patience and conscientious. You have not only fulfilled your civic duty, but you have also made a personal contribution to the ideal of equal justice for all people. You may have questions about the confidentiality of the proceedings. Because the case is over, you are free to discuss the case with any person you choose. However, you do not have to talk to anyone about the case to the jury room. Bond revoked, and will show this matter set for sentencing.
Hold on.
As a 13th juror, I approve that verdict. Will show your bond revoked, and will show this matter set for sentencing.
Thank you.
January the 12th.
We'll need to do a pre-sentence report. If we could get a shorter date to get the pre-sentence report back.
Okay.
That way we don't have to reset it once we get it.
Ms. Daniels, if you would please stand. A jury of your peers has found you guilty of second-degree murder in count 1. The jury has found you guilty in count 2 of reckless endangerment, and the jury has found you not guilty in count 3. As a 13th juror, I approve that verdict. Will show your bond revoked, and will show this matter set for sentencing.
Thank you.
Shit just got real for her. Yeah, shit just got real for her.
We'll need to do a pre-sentence report. If we could get a shorter date to get the pre-sentence report back.
Okay.
That way we don't have to reset it once we get it.
Okay.
We can reserve January the 12th and then get a sooner date for the report.
I'm actually hoping to be in Cabo that week.
On January 12th?
I'm hoping.
Okay.
December or...
We can get a December date and then pick a date this time. It's just to get the report.
December 17th.
December the 17th, a good day. All right.
Yes.
All right, we'll show this matter set for sentencing on December the 17th. All right, we can show court adjourned.
All right. This all the court stands adjourned till Monday morning, 9 a.m.
Shit just got real. And she was on bond. She was on bond for that. He revoked the bond. Oh yeah. Shit got real. That first night in there, she gonna be sick. Damn right, she gonna be sick.
Been closing arguments that took place earlier in the day, and then deliberation lasted for several hours here this afternoon. But I want to run you down a little bit of the background of this case for anybody who might just be joining us, and tell you more about the background and information that has been presented here, but also more details about the closing argument and more what we heard from both prosecutors and defense today. Now, first, just as a bit of a reminder, Daniels was accused of shooting Mississippi Boulevard Baptist Church pastor Brodus Perry Perry in November of 2019 at his apartment in Collierville. Now, during closing arguments today, the defense harped on the fact that they are not saying Daniels is completely blameless in this case. They said that she is guilty, but not guilty of the counts and charges that were initially against her. Now, in opposition to that, the prosecution has noted that they don't believe emotions, they don't believe a heart posture of any way should intentionally get in the way of a ruling that would really serve justice for Brodus Perry in this particular case. Now, again, she was accused in that shooting, found guilty of second-degree murder, found guilty of reckless endangerment, but not guilty on that third count there. As a bit of background to tell you a bit more about this case, again, she was accused of shooting Brodus Perry at his apartment in Collierville in 2019. She was also accused of shooting his wife. That's also something that has been coming out into these investigations and reports as well. She testified that she had a sexual relationship with Perry that began during a counseling session. He was a well-known and respected pastor, according to what she had testified there. And she claimed that her stepfather was also somebody who was well known in the community, but that there were frequent intervention and disputes between him and her mother at this time. Now, she also said that she was aware that Perry was married when their sexual relationship began. This is according to her testimony, and that she knew more about his wife and got to know her a little bit better through their relationship. She was very visibly emotional at that time when she recounted from the time they met to the time this relationship began, but she also had talked about how she says their primary mode of communication was through messaging, and how there were some discrepancies with some deleted messages immediately after they were sent. So there was quite a bit of detail that she had really recounted in there. You can see her there. She was visibly emotional during that testimony that she gave when she took the stand. But she also talked a lot about the order in which she knew him. She talked about gaining some trust through him, and as those counseling sessions initially began, that's when a deeper relationship really began to form throughout all of that, and eventually leading up to this unfortunate incident there. Again, I think it's really important to note how much the defense in this case was saying that she was not completely blameless in this circumstance and in this situation. They said that she had some fault, that she had never once taken the position that she was somebody who was not at fault in this situation, just that she should not be found guilty in the particular charges that were brought forward in this case there. Now, of course, the prosecution took a different position in saying that those emotions should not get in the way of getting justice for Brodus Perry in this case. And clearly, ultimately, the jury found that a guilty verdict was the way to go in the majority of this case. Now, again, this incident happened in 2019. There were a lot of very specific instances that were talked about throughout the duration of this trial that lasted for several days in this case. She talked about claims that Brodus Perry was rough and, quote, cold with her in a way that she was not used to, especially after she testified that their sexual relationship had began. She also said that the incident made her feel used and in a bad emotional state. And she said that he was often cold towards her during a certain period of time. Again, she did testify that she was aware that he was married and that she was familiar and eventually became closer with his wife, especially after that more intimate relationship began. She also decided to stay with a friend in Pine Bluff after that specific incident. She talked about needing to get away after she says that cold and rough relationship between the two of them eventually began. She did not specifically say what had caused that or why she felt that turn initially happened, but that was certainly a turning point for her in the emotional relationship that she testified she had between her and Perry at that time. She also discussed the events of the day of his murder, April 4th, 2019. She said that she got a text from Perry in that morning, but did not get a response until hours after that happened. She said that there was a breakup that eventually happened there that eventually made her feel worthless in this situation. We do have sound that just came from that verdict and what we were hearing read there. We want to take you to that so you can listen to it now.
State of Tennessee versus Latasha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253. Verdict form count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of second-degree murder as included in count 1 of indictment number 25-01253. State of Tennessee versus Latasha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253, verdict form count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of reckless endangerment as included in count 2 of indictment number 25-01253. State of Tennessee versus Latasha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253, verdict form count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty in count 3 of indictment number 25-01253.
So there you just heard that verdict being read there. Again, Latasha Daniels was found guilty of second-degree murder. She was also found guilty of reckless endangerment, but not guilty of the third count in this case. And again, throughout the duration of this trial, we did hear a lot of specific details about the intimate relationship that Daniels testified she had between Pastor Brodus Perry and about how specifically close they were. She went over text messages. She went over intimate other relationship details, saying that they had a sexual relationship in this case, and even talked about when they eventually broke up, how she wanted to do harm to herself and the several hours that she spent driving to Memphis before Perry's shooting took place, before Perry was.
Yeah, she was crazy. Straight up. You done got with the pastor. You wanted the counseling sessions. Then you fell for the pastor. Then you done took the man's life. Took his wife's life. He took both of them. She took them both out, right? So how they only find her guilty of second-degree murder? I thought it was 2 people. You see? Those are 2 damn people. Killing the pastor, accused of killing Memphis pastor. So it's only one person. They're killing the pastor. There's only one person. She must have popped the wife or something. Jury sees slain pastor videos. Yeah, she must have just popped the damn wife then. I thought it was 2 people
killed in that case. So again, lots of very intimate details provided there. I think a really important point to mention there is the way that they were asking about those messages, the way that they were asking about the specifics, and how she was able to convey how heartbroken she was between the time that they met, between when she says that he began acting cold-hearted to her after that intimate relationship began, and then eventually when that breakup happened and her wanting to harm herself before spending those hours driving, and eventually that shooting in April taking place. There were very specific details mentioned there. She talked about how Daniel specifically talked about how she had not been her normal, healthy self in all of this, and that she had not really been in a good mental state for the entire day that the murder took place, which was April 4th, 2019. She also talked about she wanted to harm herself on that day as well, and had been wanting to harm herself in the days that had been leading up to this as well. So clearly we're seeing the difference between the deterioration of their relationship and when Daniels finally decided to take the drive that eventually ended in Brodus Perry being shot and killed in this instance. We did hear quite a bit again today in closing arguments from the prosecution, from the defense in this case, who talked about the extent of how she should be treated, specifically the emotional state that she was in, and how she is not completely blameless in this entire case, but that they should not have found her guilty of the charges that were being brought against her. The prosecution very starkly opposed to that, saying that heartbrokenness should not have caused this crime to happen, that emotional state should not have been something that eventually led to a pastor and a man dying in this case. And so that opposition seemed to weigh quite heavily, as we could see in the courtroom. There was a lot of reaction that we just even saw there when that verdict was being read and eventually brought down. And people's, the complete stoicness of the moment in people's faces and how clearly concerned they were in this. We actually, I'm hearing that we have live now one of the attorneys in this case who is willing to speak with us at this time a little bit more. We're going to take you down to the courthouse now so you can hear from them.
It was set December, I don't remember what date it is. I don't anticipate that she'll be sentenced on that day. That's more just to make sure the progress of the pre-sentence report is in, and then I think we will get a date to sentence her in December, and it may be the first of the year before we actually get a sentence.
And lastly, what factors do you think might have played a role in the verdict?
Well, I mean, the difference between first and second degree murder is premeditation. And the jury, it seems obvious to me, that just made a determination that we had not met our burden of proof on premeditation. We had proved that it was a knowing killing of another person, but we just didn't quite get there on premeditation. And like I said, we can disagree with it and respect it both at the same time, and that's where we are. It's not exactly what we asked for, but it's not a bad verdict.
All right, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Can I add one thing?
Okay.
A lot of work went into this case. Collierville PD put a lot of work into it. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, the medical examiner's office, and a lot of people at our office. So the case was a cumulative effort between a lot of agencies and a lot of work, and we appreciate everything that they did on that as well.
What kind of sentencing are we looking at here, possibly?
So by statute, as the range offender that she is, murder, second degree murder carries 15 to 25, and then the reckless endangerment's a Class D. It carries 2 to 4 years.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
And there we just heard from an attorney of the state, their prosecution in this case, who spoke about the difference
17.
between first and second degree murder and the burden of proof that they had in this case. They said the difference between first and second degree murder was premeditation, and that they simply were not able to prove that in this particular case. And of course, the jury found Daniels, again to recap, guilty of second degree murder, reckless endangerment, but not guilty of count 3 in this case. We hear from the defense at this time. We see them approaching the podium. Let's hear from them now.
One of the things that you guys focused on was, Perry's manipulation and their relationship and how that really resulted in what you guys described as a crime of passion. So how do you all feel with this verdict that came down today?
Crime of passion.
I mean, I have mixed feelings. From day one, we believe that this was a voluntary manslaughter. We believe count 2, the reckless, was criminal intent reckless homicide was a fair verdict, and we were happy about the not guilty verdict on count 3. So again, we always thought that this was a crime of passion and that there was adequate provocation based upon his manipulation and the things that he did to her during the course of their relationship.
And you all called LaTosha Daniels to testify. Tell me what was the things that you guys thought about when you made that decision.
There was so much of this story that only LaTosha could tell. The police only had so much information, and Tabitha Perry did not have a lot of this information. So there was all of these gaps that there was no explanation for, that LaTosha had to be the one to fill in for the jury. But also, she wanted to tell her story to this jury. She wanted them to understand how she felt when this was happening. And that's why we did push for that voluntary manslaughter and the reckless endangerment, because she was under such emotional distress when this happened that she was not thinking clearly.
When you go to sentencing, will you push the fact that she has no criminal record and try and see if you can get, I think it carries 15 to 25 years, will you try and push for the lower end of that due to no criminal record in the past?
Absolutely. So second-degree murder in Tennessee has, for someone with no prior criminal history, has two potential ranges of punishment. There's a mitigated range that carries 13.5 years, and then there is a standard range one offender for someone with no prior felonies. That carries 15 to 25 years. We will absolutely be arguing that a woman who is 46 years old and has absolutely no criminal history and has done so much to try to better those around her. While she was incarcerated, she wrote a book for incarcerated mothers. She wrote a book for the children of incarcerated mothers. She has lived her life trying to help people. What happened on April the 4th of 2019 was not the actions that ever would have happened with LaTosha Daniels if she was not in that state of distress.
And how is she feeling? I know you guys have probably been able to talk to her. How is she feeling right now?
I mean, go ahead.
I think she's a little bit in shock. I think she's struggling with the idea that she's going to probably have to spend at least another decade in prison. But I think she also understands that, you know, this happened for a reason, and the way she handled her previous incarceration, I think she's going to be fine.
Could that prior prison time count towards?
Oh, absolutely. Whatever jail time she had, jail credit she had built up, that'll count toward the ultimate sentence she'll receive in Division 2.
I know you weren't the original attorney on this, but since you've worked with it, what has it been like as you've worked through it, what you've discovered? Has it been like peeling back an onion, or when you got it, was it really already mostly there? The evidence and the proof.
So like I said, this has been a very unique type of case that we talked to the jury about that day one, in that there's actually a disparity of information in our favor in this case, which is very, very unusual. So a lot of the discovery was not disputed information. Where the dispute came was from the mental state, and that could only come from LaTosha.
I think the other big point that needs to be emphasized here is, you know, a lot of times in our society, we only view abuse as physical. And in this case, this really highlighted the mental abuse that she went through with this person that took advantage of her. I mean, he was supposed to be her therapist, and he knew her deepest, darkest secrets, and he used that against her, especially with her being a person that had prior mental health issues.
Attorney Horn, I arrived late and I apologize if this has been asked. Has she spoken to the pastor's wife since the shooting? And if so, what was that conversation like?
I don't think she's ever.
She wouldn't have been legally allowed to. There would have been bond conditions and other court order prohibitions against contact.
Has she expressed any interest in reaching out to her and apologizing or having a conversation with her?
I think that's something that probably will be addressed at sentencing. Mm-hmm. And just knowing LaTosha, getting to know her and the person that she is, I'm almost 99% sure that she will write a letter or make statements to Tabitha about her actions and apologizing for her actions. Because even in their banter back and forth, she was, you know, she didn't want to shoot her. She never meant to shoot her, and she was shocked. I think Tabitha was shocked when she was shot.
And LaTosha has been genuinely remorseful in all of our communications with her, not just as to Tabitha, but even as to Brodus. This is a weight that she carries every day.
Is she getting mental health therapy in jail, and do you think that therapy is adequate?
She's been out of custody. She has been getting mental health help, and I know that I'm confident that she will continue to get mental health help, and I hope that they offer adequate services, but we won't know until time shows.
How much time did she spend in jail before the trial?
About 4 years. So she's got a little time under her belt.
Will that count toward the sentence?
Yes.
Time served, you think?
No.
No?
No.
It will count as jail credit, but that will not cover the range of exposure.
I think that's it. Or is anything else you want to add?
No.
Names just to have it
Arthur Horn, ARTHURHORNE.
Lauren, few.
So there we just finished hearing some really important points in this case from Latasha Daniels' attorneys there. I want to run through a couple of things that they said and the differences between what we just heard from state attorneys versus what we just heard from the defense in this case. First, recapping what we just heard about the mental and emotional abuse that they said that Latasha Daniels had encountered through all of this, specifically about how a relationship that was supposed to be counseling based, that was supposed to be positive and encouraging, eventually turned into something that they say was mentally and emotionally damaging in this particular case. They harped on how Latasha is genuinely remorseful for her actions and that she carries this with her every day, and that she has expressed remorse towards what happened to Brodus Perry as well as his wife in this particular instance. They also say that they believe this was a crime of passion and that they want to make sure that the public overall encourages and understands rather that this was a crime of passion. This was something that was emotionally driven, and that Latasha was the only person who could tell her story in this particular case. So clearly lots there. Again, just to recap for anybody who might just be joining us, Latasha was found guilty of second-degree murder, reckless endangerment, but not guilty in that third count there. And we will, of course, continue to update you all on all of our ABC 24 platforms with more information and have more on this tonight at ABC 24 News at 10. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. She took the pastor out and shot his wife. Yeah, she got in a relationship with the damn pastor and tried to use her mental health and make that excuse why she did what she did. And I don't care what you're going through mentally. You can't make an excuse for why you unalive somebody because of how they treated you in a relationship. Nah. So, yeah, the judge probably gonna give her the minimum that she can get. I think they said 15 on one and 2 on the other. So the judge probably gonna end up giving her 17 years. She got 3 and some change in her 4 years. And so, you know, some good time. She might do 8 more. Yeah, she might do 8 more of them things. Yeah. But she's still here though. So, you know, she's still here. She ain't in the ground. The pastor in the ground. Yeah, pastor in the ground. And the pastor's wife got to live with that. You know, my husband going, I got popped and my husband got off. They got to live with that, man. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Yeah. Appreciate all of y'all that rock with SBGB TV. You said ask about somebody named Raphael Jackson. Okay. King, you hear about the new cast last unaliving his own mother. Wow. Yeah, that's deep. Unalived his own mom. Nah, I didn't hear about that. Yeah. I didn't hear about that. I don't know if, you know, where did that happen at? Yeah, I didn't hear about that. Yeah, that's some deep stuff. Yeah. Unalived his own mama. His own mom got him that upset. Nigga was tripping. Yeah, that nigga was tripping. Newscast lady, I think in Cali. Wow. And it's some crazy people, man. Yeah. You got to be mindful. You know, wow. His own mama, though. Mom did that much to you? Wow. Never know, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate all of y'all that rock with SBGB TV, man. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Go check out the 6070 interview. If you haven't, it's pinned at the top of the chat. And go check out the merch, sbgbtv.com. And you know I appreciate all y'all, man. Become a member. It's only $3.99. If you want us to promote anything for you, email me at sbgbtv@gmail.com. I appreciate all y'all. Facts. Yeah. She was popular newscast. Yeah, that dude was sick. Yeah, that dude was a sicko. Yeah. But we're going to get up out of here. You know, appreciate you, Superfly. We're going to get up out of here. You know, shout out to all y'all that rock with SBGB TV, man. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah. Dialogue tonight, man. Check that interview out with 6070. Shit went left. But I appreciate all y'all, man, that rock with SBGB TV. Yeah, you as well, Superfly. You already know what it is. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now.